I felt like I could never be loved for the things that I've done. So my one question is, God, how can you love me? I grew up in a Christian home, and I would say that I was a Christian. I played the part, and I was living a double life. On the one hand, I was living as a Christian boy at home, being respectful to my parents for the most part, and just playing the part that I needed to play in order to not get in trouble and not just face punishment at home. On the other hand, with my friends and with my sports and with my relationships with my girlfriend, I was not living for Christ. I was seeking my identity in those things, such as football, my relationship with my girlfriend, and the amount of friends that I could have in high school. And none of those things could last. In my junior year, I became very actively involved in partying, drinking, smoking, and totally living for myself, not having a limit for anything that I was doing, and not willing to face the punishment of what I was doing as well. I became sexually active with my girlfriend and just tore that relationship apart because I made it physical, and it just was not positive in any way. Going into college, I kept up those ideals, just living for myself, becoming more and more involved in the party scene, and more just losing myself to this world. On the second day, when I got here, I cheated on my girlfriend, and that was the first time that I had actually felt sin take effect in my life. Now, I was involved in Crew, which is Campus Crusades for Christ, but going there week in and week out, I never thought that God could love me for the things that I'd done, whether in my past relationships or in high school, or the way that I just treated people before then. But I got the opportunity to go to NDCC, which is a Christmas conference, my freshman year, and it was crazy. The first night that the speaker was talking, he asked anyone who was broken, feeling weary-hearted, and he asked them to stand up. And I looked around, I was like, okay, no one's standing up, and I am definitely not going to be the first one to stand up in my row, because that's just not me. I don't need to be vulnerable with these people. I don't even know who these people are. But God motivated me to stand up, and once I did, Christ put his hands on me and poured in his love, his forgiveness, his compassion, and I had never felt that way before. I had a group of people just come in and pray over me, and I knew right at that point that the only thing that could fill my satisfaction in my heart that it was searching for was Christ. It was insane. I just started crying and tearing up and just, it was amazing. Now, after that, I devoted my life to Christ. I gave my heart to Christ. And not that I'm saying that it's easy, it's gotten harder now, because I'm not living for myself anymore. I'm living for God, who is now the master and perfecter of my faith. And when I'm feeling unloved, he says, no, I loved you, I perfected you, I created you, and I loved you. So yeah, he does the same for you. He created you, he forgave you, and he loves you. So that was my one question for God. What is yours?